Good morning. How are you this morning? I wanted to just first mention that there's been something that's happened in Nova Scotia, and if we can it's not a good thing. And on top of the coronavirus, something happened on the weekend for their province. So if we can just send out good thoughts to Nova Scotia this morning, that would be good. The other thing is that on Wednesday, it's going to be Earth Day. So we're going to kind of talk about it all week long. Yeah. And I'm doing good. You doing good? If you were to pick a color, what color would you pick? I'm going to pick purple today. And I'm feeling like my allergies are out. So a little bit itchy. My eyes are itchy. But it's not a bad thing, it's just something that happens. What is the date today? Here's our calendar. So if we go to Monday and scroll all the way down, there's our number. 20. I think that's, in bingo, that's a I-20. We'll have to play bingo again this week. Maybe today. I haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so the 20th, and what month is it? January, February, March, and April, and the year is 2020. So today is Monday, April 20th, 2020. And the weather. You can see it on my face. What's the weather like today? That's right. Meaford, sunny, and Blue Mountains, sunny today. A good day for a walk. If you look out your window, is it sunny? I bet you it is. So in the news, Trudeau was talking about the Canada-US border, and it's going to be continue to stay closed except for trucks going with supplies for another 30 days, but you can't go socially across the border. And Ford has extended the date for going back to school. It's not going to be May 4th now, but we're not exactly sure of the date. He just has extended the state of emergency for 30 more days, so we'll be waiting on that information. And I don't know if anyone got to see the concert on Saturday, but there was a huge concert put on by Lady Gaga and another British songwriter who had started his own concerts online, and he was raising money. And then she joined with him to have a large concert for everybody on Saturday. And they weren't really asking people to donate. They were asking companies and corporations and artists that have money. They were asking them to donate. And they were going to give the money to the frontline workers. And it was a huge thank you to all the frontline workers. And the nice thing about the concert was that it wasn't just an American concert, it was a worldwide concert. So they had different singers from all over the world, which was very nice. And they raised, I believe, $180 million for the frontline workers and the WHO which is the World Health Organization. And on April 26th, which is this coming Sunday, Canada is going to be putting on their own concert with all Canadian artists, and that's going to be hosted by Celine Dion. And they're raising money for food banks, because although the government is sending money to people, some of the checks haven't gotten there yet, and or it's just not quite enough money, so people are using the food banks, and so they want to replenish the food banks. So that's very nice. We have a comic today. It's a very traditional Peanuts. Okay, it's with Lucy and Charlie Brown. So Lucy says, "Charlie Brown!" She's yelling out, "It's that time of year again." And she's singing a little song. Dum-dee-dum-dee-da, dee-dum. And she says, "I'll hold the ball, Charlie Brown, and you come running up and kick it, okay?" "Okay." And then he says, "She thinks I'm stupid. She plans to pull the ball away when I come running up to kick it. But this time, I'm going to fool her." And Charlie Brown goes in the house, sits in his comfy seat. "This year, I'm just going to make her wait. If I have to, I'll sit here in the house until midnight and make her wait." So there's Lucy. She's waiting. And then, what's that Z mean? See the Z? Z means shh, shh. So he sees that Lucy's sleeping. "Well, I'll be. She's sound asleep. This is my big chance." So he takes a run. He says, "She really souped up this time." And he runs and she pulls the ball. And wham, Charlie Brown falls. And she says, "We fanatics are light sleepers, Charlie Brown." Aw, poor Charlie Brown. Just let him kick the ball, Lucy. She just doesn't. She just doesn't. Okay. Birds. Well, let me tell you, on Saturday I went for a walk with my camera. Walked probably like, I don't know, for 45 minutes. Looking for birds, looking for birds. And then I came home and then I saw one little bird beside my condo. I go back there. There were like a whole bunch of birds sitting in the trees right next to my condo. So 2 male cardinals, a female cardinal, a chickadee, a robin. So I got all these really close-up shots of these birds. It was so awesome. And then last night, a little gray, it was the shape of a chickadee, but not a chickadee, but fluffy and chubby like that. And it was all gray. Tried to look it up. What bird is that? What bird is that? Took a picture. I can't figure out what bird that is. It's like a treasure hunt. That's what I think. Finding the birds is like a treasure hunt. I think it's fun. I said it was cool. I said I found all these cool birds, and Connor and Max laughed at me. We were all chatting on Saturday night. And I said, "Why are you guys laughing?" And they said, "Mom, birds aren't cool." I disagree with him. I think birds are very cool. Okay, last week I had this as my item. Do you know what it is? If you go to amusement parks or museums, you can take a penny and you can put it in a machine, and it usually costs $1. and then you crank this crank, and it flattens out the penny, and it puts an image on it. So this I got at Hollywood Studios when Connor was dancing in Florida. And I went to Hollywood Studios on my own. And yeah, so I got a penny to commemorate that time. So that is the penny. And this is the new item. Do you know what this is? Okay, that's the new item. I'll tell you tomorrow. And our sound. Do you know what this sound is? If you guessed putting away the silverware from the dishwasher, you're right. There's so many good sounds. And they sound different when you videotape them from when you're just doing the activity. You don't even notice the sound, but when you videotape it, it's like, wow, that's a really strong sound. So we did that, and that. On the news this morning, we're talking to a singer, a Canadian singer. Do I remember her name? I forget her name. I should have gotten that. But she's in a new animation that's going to be on Netflix on April 22nd, and it's called The Willoughbys. And so I think I'm going to check that out. I like animations, and now that the boys are older, we don't get to go see the animations. We used to always, even until they were 18, Connor was 18, I think, we still went as a family to go see animations, which was fun. But we haven't done that for a few years. Okay. And I'm going to try and do some more exercise this morning. And it's Monday, and our picture for Monday is a football, because Mr. Whitfield would tell us that there's Monday Night Football, which I knew that too, because we used to watch football a lot when I lived at home. I just have to clean my paper. So if you look at our sheet, our picture for Monday is the football. So I thought we would do some stretching and activities if we were going to go play football. So I'm just going to turn my computer. And I do have a song to go with it. So I just have to set that up. So I'll give you a topic to talk about. The weekend. Tell me something about the weekend. Okay, you ready?
has always been ready. And tonight, it should be a celebration. Claiming their quarterback is the best of the bunch. The record is within reach. When the night is done, Drew Brees should have it. You see Drew's family awaiting his wife Brittany in the upper left there. The three boys, the beautiful daughter. We expect them to be brought to the field when the all-time record is within reach. 201 yards away from becoming the NFL's all-time passing yard king. There's one other trip that the family will eventually take, Canton, Ohio, the Hall of Fame. But before long, when Drew's enshrined, the ball that will break the record in the jersey he wears tonight will have a home. The glass enclosed exhibit, empty now, but they expect it to be filled this week. The Saints won the toss, they deferred, the Redskins will receive.
When I first saw this product, I thought it looked kind of crazy.
Okay.
Didn't really understand what the benefits would be, but I had seen some before and after pictures on the website. I thought to myself, you know what?
So did you see me trying to do some like throws and some squats? And did you see me running through the tires? Okay. So if you do that a few times a day, that would be good. If you get up and you just put a song on and you just get going, just moving, make up some moves, that'll be good. Okay, we're going to continue reading about our dog. And we're talking about it's social again. Even in its wild state, the dog is a social animal. It seems to like company. Wolves live and hunt in packs and show a great deal of cooperation in chasing their prey. They will take turns in chasing the hunted beast until it is exhausted. If it turns out to be a dangerous animal, the wolves will fight in relays. Sort of like tag teaming. Most other carnivores live a solitary life and hunt only for themselves. That's polar bears. Polar bears live solitary lives. Wolves will often bring food to those that cannot hunt, and a father wolf not only guards its young, but also brings food to their lair. Adult wolves help train their cubs in the techniques needed for survival, and they will fight to the death to protect their litter. All this shows a special social instinct, equaled only by monkeys, apes, and man. There you go. And I didn't know that polar bears were solitary, but I have seen that. And dogs, I knew, traveled in packs. Okay, so the last thing I have is an art project, and because it is Earth Week for us, I made a little turtle. So this is another part of that same egg carton, one of the little cups, and all I did was take a piece of green paper and cut out the shape of a turtle, and then I taped the egg carton on its back. And I added Save the Planet. So you could put these little messages all around the house, because each day we're going to talk about a way that you can help save the planet. And the first one is when you're brushing your teeth, and I'm bad for this, sometimes I let the water run. And you shouldn't. You should put on, just wet your toothbrush, put on a little toothpaste. If you want to wet it again, you can, but you should turn off the water and not let it run. That would be one way to help save the planet. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to create a window message, because that was one of the things at the concert they talked about was putting up thank yous and using rainbows. So I'm going to put up a thank you on my window to all the frontline workers. And so I'm going to make a rainbow. And to save paper, what I did was I used one square and then I cut it into a circle, and it makes it nice and long. So I'm going to attach that to my wall or to my window. So each day I'm going to put up a new color. So today's color is green, and I could even put my little turtle up and put that against the window and for Save the Planet for Earth Week. What do you think? So see how my line? You just cut a continuous coil, and then when you open it up, it creates a spring. So I'll show you what that looks like. Well, you'll see it when I'm doing my exercises this week. I'm going to keep doing exercises, keep doing art. I think that's a good addition to our day. Okay, I think I have everything on my list done. So I hope you have a great day. It's nice and sunny. Hopefully you go for a walk. And remember to think about the earth today. Think about Nova Scotia a little bit. Not too much. Just a good thought to send out to them for the families. And I miss you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.